All right, I figured I'd rip off another video here. I mean, it's slow going because I gotta stop, turn the radio off, go inside, get the microphone. I'm hoping this new microphone thing I got is helping on the audio. Let me know if it's not. But anyways, I've got the old idler arm assembly off, and you know, it didn't look too hard, but man, I tell you, it was a real pain. So there's the original piece. There's the new Moog replacement. I do have a new remote line. That's what that piece is. It's a remote grease line. And everything's looking pretty good. So it goes right there in the frame. And here's a better shot. You can see the new pitman arm. And again, these are all Moog parts. Anybody doing this, it's worth the extra money to buy those parts. There's a good shot right there of my DCS conversion mounts, diesel conversion specialist. That's how this 5.9 12 valve Cummins is mounted in this GMT400 truck. And you can see how good, I got the hood open so a little glare there, you can see how good everything fits. And then that is the 2-inch diff drop, so it lowers the diff 2 inches. And I did that because prior to doing that, the differential, you can see differential right there, top differential, was really close to the oil pan, and I had to pull the pan and put a new gasket. I had prior put a new gasket on here when I did the swap, but for some reason it didn't hold up. I didn't use any silicone the first time. That's what it was. I used a Mall gasket, so used a silicone on the second round, and that seemed to fix it. But anyways, I had to pull the pan out, and I couldn't get the pan out because the diff was in the way, so I did that 2-inch diff drop. Plus, it helped to make the CV angle less severe. I mean, honestly, it's still, I don't want to say extreme, but you know, I remember before I did that 2-inch diff drop, that angle, that CV was pretty gnarly. So yeah, there's that, and I'll swing up here. You can see the fan shroud, or the fan, and then the fan shroud, it's a half shroud. That's an OE, like a 97 Dodge shroud. That's the top half. And then I'll flip around here. That's a OE, like the Rock Auto 97 replacement, you know, second gen Cummins radiator that's in there. And then you can see right through there, I think there's the second gen OE intercooler. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's going back together really good. I'm just taking my time. I mean, you know, I keep telling myself this is just an old junk work truck, but in all honesty, I really care about this thing. I've got a lot of time and effort here. Here's a good shot of the you know, the chassis. Oh, and this right here, this piece right here, for anybody who doesn't know, so this is a that's a first gen Duramax diff that I put in this truck. I did that because it's a little beefier than a GMT400, so I guess that's a GMT800. The housing, I had to trim the fins a little bit, and it's the same ring gear. It's like a 9 1/4, but the casing seems to be a little stouter. But what this is this truck, when you're driving, it's like a Jeep. You can go from 2 high to 4 high. You don't have to let off the throttle or anything with the shifter inside. So I removed, there's an electronic solenoid, and I got that from Summit. I mean, it's pretty expensive, like $175 for that part, I think. But it's like it's not aluminum. It's like a machined piece of stainless steel, and it's like a pin, and there's a fork inside that differential, so it locks the 2 axles together. Is how that works. So that's what that's all about. And here's another shot. I just put that transmission in, so that's a 4x4 King 4x4 off-road, fully built NV4500. Also, they did the transfer case too. It's a 241C transfer case. It's bulletproof by them. And then that is the factory 14 bolt, 10.5 ring gear, but it's been all rebuilt. It's got new 4x4 King 373 gear, and you know it's a whole rebuild kit, which it's a Yukon gear is what it actually is that they sell. So real good people, real nice stuff. You see my exhaust right there. You see my exhaust right there, kicked out the side, and you can see it wrapped there. And again, this truck, look, I mean, the reason why I'm doing all this with this truck, there's no rust. See the floors, how nice the floors are, and how nice the frame is on this truck. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna get this new idler assembly on today, and then that's probably it for today. And then I'm really just kind of waiting on the wheel stud tool so I can properly install the wheel studs. You know, I've seen some guys use some wrenches and impact, and I started doing that to get those two on there. But honestly, it started kind of buggering up the wheel nuts, and you know, those are stuff's all brand new, and I just, you know, I don't want to do anything half-cocked. You know, I want to make sure things are done right, because, you know, I do pull that trailer right there. That's a 14K trailer. It weighs about 3,000 pounds in my tractor with this truck. So I do pull a little bit of weight. I pull about 9,000 pounds with this truck. So yeah, so that's it. That's what we got going on. Everything's going good. Just slow and steady. That is the key to life. Slow and steady. Plenty of time. Good shot there of the intercooler piping and how I did that. This was the factory 97 second gen Cummins intercooler piping, and I chopped it right there. You see I turned it at an angle to get it to fit. It all fits real nice right there like that. Yep. Another shot, there you go. So there's a great shot of the DCS mounts. So it comes with that bracket, and those are the upgraded polyurethane motor mount, biscuit mount, and that's actually a first gen. That polyurethane's a first gen mount is what that is. First gen Cummins mount, that is, to bolt this stuff in a truck. But you see it's a direct bolt in. I mean, this thing is not hacked at all. Got a little collection of leaves been sitting here, but yeah, that's it. So there is the last update and video for the day.